it's just mind-boggling to me sometimes how they get up there and all they're doing is just reading the PowerPoint presentation that's behind them or the Excel sheet with the financials, lulling everybody to sleep. Storytelling is such a big part of what I think is needed and what really sells the vision of a company. But that storytelling mechanism has changed drastically, especially over 20 years, even over the last 5 years, right? I mean, dare I say, even 10 years ago, like billboards and radio were the way to do it. How do you keep up with the times, so to say? And what do you think is the most relevant and effective ways to go about doing the marketing in today's day?
Well, I would definitely say our business is exhausting because it's ever changing. And, I remind these CEOs like, um, to stay on top of the best way to approach investors is not easy because it is always changing. And I think we got to give investors sometimes more credit than we do. They're seeing so much so many deals. They're seeing so many opportunities, whether it's you know reading on financial websites or getting them in their email or on social media. It's frankly a barrage of information. It's frankly too much, and it's hard for people to make decisions. We use a lot of strategies today through the digital vertical where we definitely target retail investors where they're tier we call it tier one investors, and they're on the best of the best financial sites. Sites from Market Watch to Forbes, Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, Bloomberg. That's where you want to go. And believe me, that is not easy to do in 2025. During the COVID days of 20 and 21, there was a massive surge of issuers that started spending money to tell their story online because we were all stuck at home.
Right.
Nobody could do conferences. Nobody could do road shows. All the Canadian clients couldn't cross the border. So that was a crazy, crazy period. And I think it also is this is a key point I want to make. I usually give like a Italian food analogy. I think there were a lot of people during that period that tried some type of digital marketing, and unfortunately weren't successful. Um, Kind of as you mentioned, the barrier to entry, if you want to be a quote unquote, digital agency is very low. Anybody can throw up a website and say that that they can promote your stock, just send me a couple $100,000 in a wire, right? And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that get taken advantage of by these fly by night shops. And I think people prejudge that by saying, "Oh, well, that doesn't work." But that's kind of like saying, "Well, all Italian food is bad because I had one bad plate of lasagna," right? We know that's not true, right? Not all lasagna is not bad. You might have just gone to a bad restaurant, that don't kind of paint the whole industry just based on one bad experience